Come on.
I know I'm grilling you on religion.
The fourth article of faith.
What did John say in 3:16?
Oh man.
So with this, religion is such an interesting topic, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but I love learning about it, just because there's so many out there, and like how do you know which is the correct one?
Yeah.
Because I grew up Christian. There's Catholicism, there's Buddhism, there's Mormonism, like all these things. And you say you talk to people and you hear that there are differences of opinions, but there's still similarities within all of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if you look at something like manifestation, that's basically prayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And thinking, so how people say like, oh yeah, I just spoke to the universe and asked that it would guide me through this journey and get me a new job, and I got a new job because I manifested it. Same thing as like I prayed to God, asked for a job, and I got the job. Thank you, Jesus. It's similar. Yeah. So do you think one chooses religion based on their own like choice, or it's really has to do with your upbringings? Because like say you're Mormon right now, but then you go to some sort of college and you learn about Buddhism or Taoism, whatever, and you get super into that, and then how do you decide what is the true religion?
Man.
And it's stuff that you don't have to have an answer. I'm just spitballing right there.
Drunken pole. I mean, just got. No, not drunken pole. For me, so I feel like prayer is the one concrete thing that every religion has, whether it's just talking to the universe, or if it's kneeling down and praying, or if it's like, reciting words from the Bible, but my dad, so he would be considered second generation, like LDS. His family had gotten baptized, but they weren't active. And my dad wasn't active either. My dad, around the time of like 17 or 18, started questioning everything. And then he, for himself, went and found the answer. So this isn't something that he was born into it, but it was never like a thing for him. So when he started looking for answers, like he went and found them. For me, I would say it was a little harder because I was born into it, and it's just like this is
all you knew.
This is all, exactly. This is it. And this is the church that you're going to be with. So it's the same with like, so in the church, it talks about like, we teach like staying away from hard drinks like alcohol and coffee and tea and stuff like that. I don't know where I was going with that. Again, the thought just went away. But where was I going with that?
Just the like, if you're kind of like, how do you make your own choice out of all this?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Okay. So that's where I was going with that. So drinking alcohol, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke or anything like that. I have had a lot of opportunities to do those things. And what it's come down to is like, it's become a choice rather than like, oh, my church says not to, so I don't. Whereas it's like, I just choose not to. I choose not to. It's not because the church is telling me anything.
So those are the guiding principles, but at the end of the day, you chose not to do it for your own personal decisions. It's like, I don't drink and I don't smoke, and it's not because I'm Mormon. It's just because I just have my own personal choices.
Brother
Brother Watson.
You got it right here. Handshake. No, okay.
There's no going back now.
It's my plan all along. No. I'm playing.
I'm gonna show up to the next episode with
the
like
shirt and tie. Have a little tag, nifty little tag over there. No, it's just it's become my own personal choice, And like honestly, since the pandemic, I haven't been as active, but I'm not one to be like, oh, I don't believe in it anymore. I don't believe this. I don't believe that.
Okay.
It's just I need to just make an effort to get back to
Yeah.
it. So.
And what do you mean by active and inactive? So active as in like you're going to church?
Yeah, going to church every
Oh, okay.
Sunday and things like that. But yeah, so I just haven't been to church for a while now. But that's not to say that I'm not a member.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to go to church all the time to be considered a Christian or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's another thing too, like worldview, just like I'm not trying to convert anyone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I meet people, I'm just like, if you're a good person, I could care less what you do in life. I don't care if you drink or smoke or anything like that. If you're a good person to the core, bro, like just kill it. Like if you have faith, and you have faith. If you are a bad person, get away from me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, to wrap it all up, you know, religion is just something that we look for principles and values.
Yeah.
You know, and you gravitate towards the ones that you believe in, whether that's, you know, like not drinking or smoking, no sex before marriage, or like any of those things. Like, you know, we all know that murder is a sin, you know, in many religions. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
It is? Oh.
You told me not to talk about that on the podcast. I forgot.
Oh, damn.
Oh, did I?
Can make some calls.
I gotta hire a PR team. Hold on.
Went out to go call the cops. Oh, man.
Man discovers a murder on podcast.
Pale Mormon man with beard and man boobs.
Remember when I said I baptized two guys? Yeah, good thing you didn't ask me to go into that, because